TV Burp. Lady desperate to play game on Lark Rise to Candleford.
Twister. 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 Twister.
Kerplunk. Shirley has a nighttime visit from a Dalek on EastEnders. I like you, Shirley. And angry customers kept waiting for changing cubicle in Debenhams. Of course not. It was Dancing on Ice. And it seemed that Aggie might have been bitten by a werewolf. Which was heard over 100 miles away in Emmerdale. Aggie was on cracking form. Not sure about the choice of song, though.
I feel pretty.
Pretty, yes. I feel pretty. I feel pretty and clumsy and... Oh, ouch. Yeah, just slippy, that ice. I wonder what it'd be like if Jeremy Kyle made his show from Emmerdale one week.
I find out you've lied to me all my life. I found out who my dad was after he died. My auntie turns out to be my sister. You start having it off with my brother, and I failed my exams. You're telling me that's a coincidence?
A bit like that, I suppose. Poor Eric Pollard seemed to be suffering from a bad case of diarrhea.
If you do not emerge this instant, I swear, I will turn the door down!
Don't bother, Eric, there's no paper in there anyway. Elsewhere, there was a new face to watch. He's a real scene stealer. Oh, he's good. It's a small village and news travels fast, but of course with a slower pace of life, it doesn't have to be a major incident to make the local paper.
Feast your eyes on this.
You didn't say it was a front page. And you've got a photo.
Didn't realise you were a hero.
More than I'll ever be. The only time I was on the front page was I kicked that dog.
Yeah. She's on the paper because she kicked a dog. Big story. In the Emmerdale area, I've got that paper here. Look, there it is. Woman kicks dog. That's the front cover. Then page 2, there's that one. Man hurts eye. Page 3. Oh, that's a bit much. And then the centre pages, there's quite a big story for them. He's got the diarrhea. Working as a team. I tell you who did seem happy, Diane from the Woolpack. She went up in a stunt plane and was ecstatic. I actually wonder whether she was on something. Just what was it that was making Diane so ecstatic? Just a bit of fun. Oh, I seem to have lost my glasses. I put them in a white tea towel earlier and I must have misplaced it. I don't seem to find them anywhere. Charming, that is. I must say, I am enjoying the new series of Time Team, the show in which they dig up fields to try and find old things. And this week, they were up in Cobberley in Gloucestershire, and the geophysics looked very promising.
Now, on the earlier geophysics, what we thought we had was a range of rooms going across here, and perhaps a wing coming up here and a wing coming up here. So that's where Phil's mosaic is, and that's where Bridges' back wall is. But this, in colour here, this is John's new resistivity, and can you see these big anomalies here?
What are you talking about? Just looks like your printer's run out of ink. I sometimes wonder whether the Time team has been infiltrated by people pretending to be experts.
Whoa.
What's they got out there?
Looks like a turkey Twizzler. Can I see your qualifications, please? He's off his rocker. I expect my experts to be a bit more upper class.
Any finds?
Well, yep, we've got some really nice...
Wow, look at that beautiful piece of moulded terracotta.
What on earth is it, though?
A beak off a giant terracotta parrot?
Well, it's probably part of an acroteria.
Yeah, I was going to say that. When I looked at it, I thought it was a bit beaky. And if you look at the geophys, there's several areas here. If you join them up, that looks like that. You bring that up along there. Looks a bit like a parrot. But that's why I said it. I think Tony Robinson summed it up best.
In terms of chronology, what we need to find out is, when was the building constructed? How long did it stay in use? When was it demolished? Those are really important questions.
That's very comprehensive and really cogent, but I have to admit, there's a tiny little bit of me that's thinking, so what?
Yeah, so what? Casualty now, and how do you know when you've got your patient upside down?
Let's get him out of here.
Do they smell of faeces, these burps?
Actually they do.
Yeah, he's upside down, love. Yeah. Hence the rather broad grin and goatee beard. They were on a recruitment drive. And you know what they say? Get them while they're young.
Nino, 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 woo, 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 woo. That's us. That's what we do.
Or you might think about joining the woo, 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 woo. That's us. That's what we do. Or if that doesn't take your fancy... That's us, and that's what we do. Of course, our nurses are very highly trained. I mean, they can tell if someone needs a meal just by looking at their pants.
And then we'll get some food into you, eh? Looks like you need it.
Elsewhere on Holby, Mr. McElroy had fallen out with his own reflection. There was sad news for Dr. Byrne, whose twin brother finally came out of his 6-year coma and went all dead. At times such as these, you need the support of friends and work colleagues, a kind word or comforting hand on the shoulder.
All right, mate. Cataracts?
Which brings us to our I Beg Your Pardon of the Week.
I beg your pardon of the week.
Pack the bags, we are leaving!
Since when does a Duplessis let a woman tell him what to do?
I noticed the EastEnders title sequence turn up on Sir David Attenborough's new show, Life in Cold Blood.
He changed.
Yes, David Attenborough's back on the box. As the title suggests, it's all about cold-blooded animals. And I was most surprised to see an animal that, to avoid detection, has evolved to look like a bra. Of course it wasn't a bra. No, this was jousting tortoises. And the winner is the tortoise that can get the other tortoise onto his back.
At last, the victor loses interest and goes off to find the female who caused the argument in the first place. As for the loser, if he doesn't manage to right himself soon, he may cook in the sun.
I wondered wondered if Dave himself was some sort of lizard, as he demonstrated his ability when challenged to change into Timothy Spall.
You can see from the colour of my face that my body is warm.
Yeah, Dave is getting on in years, but he's still got certain drives.
As mates?
You dirty rotter. Hey? Bit off-putting, isn't it? Hey? When you're trying to, there's an 81-year-old bloke staring at you. A bit like a caravanning holiday I had back in the 90s. Really, someone ought to do something about it.
As mates?
For 70 million years. Dirty boy. And you two, in. What they did have on Life in Cold Blood was a tortoise cam. What a tortoise sees as he walks along. Yeah, and the other week on Wild at Heart, they had an elephant cam. But which is better, the elephant cam or the tortoise cam? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Welcome back to TV Burp. Policewoman with PMT on Ashes to Ashes.
He's under arrest! He's under arrest!
Calm down, love. Cot full of pensioners on Coronation Street. Hello. And Randy Sea Monster on Primeval. I wonder what it would have been like if Planet of the Apes had been made in Britain.
The point is that chimps are not our idiotic furry cousins. In fact, new research suggests the opposite is true.
No, of course not. No, this was Extraordinary Animals, the Memory Chimp on 5, which detailed the amazing abilities of chimpanzees to remember stuff. The star of the show was a chimp called, well, what was her name?
She has her own website and is the subject of a Japanese television series. To a writer and anthropologist like Carol Jamie, Ai is quite simply a star.
Ai is a star? That's not great English.
That's where this female chimp, Ai, was born 30 years ago.
Ai, oh I see, that's the chimp's name, Ai. Yes, Ai, which gave me a little bit of trouble working out who was doing what.
Ai is tempted in here with a piece of fruit.
What, you is tempted in with a piece of fruit? Or the chimp is tempted in with a piece of fruit?
In 2000, Ai became a mother.
Congratulations. What's that got to do with the programme?
But Ai was a wonderful mother.
I'm sure you were. Oh, I see the chimp.
I decided to make small world of African forest.
I did or you did?
I built 15 meters high climbing frames and planted many trees.
On her own, or did you help her? Oh, I give up. When I say I give up, I mean I, me, not I, the chimp. She's got a sister, by the way. Yeah, you. And a brother. And a brother, me. You should see I, me, and you. It makes me feel happy, but you doesn't understand how I feels. I feels me and you are more friendly with them. Who's their cousin? That's them's a cousin, not who. No, he's a friend of the family who visits. Yeah, he does. He's half a brother who goes with him, his grandfather, who, the cousin they met on holiday, well, you get the idea with that, who's nephew of it. I couldn't help start wondering whether, rather than teaching chimps to communicate with us, it would be rather easier to learn chimp. Well, Professor Tetsaru Matsuwara has.
This means hello.
Oh, hello. Yeah, he's got an album out, half chimp, half human. There he is. Professor Tetsuya Matsu's got some lovely songs on it, yeah. It's got that nice one from the musicals. Dolly. And the Lionel Richie classic. Is it me you're looking for? Nice album, that. You know what it's like when you mean to get out your mobile but take out a cigarette instead? Yes, it was business as usual on the street. Emily was selling her specialist videos.
Shall I give you something blue? Lift it to you, maybe?
And Carla had got hold of one of those Liam Connor dummies.
What the hell are you doing?
Here, where do the stars go if they want to know what's happening to them in the future? That's right, star psychic Sally Morgan. Who's she read for?
The De Niro's, Uma Thurman, the Garfunkels, George Michael.
So, who's she reading for this week?
Time for Sally to head across London to the home of TV presenter Amanda Lamb.
Amanda Lamb! Perhaps there was a slight overreaction, but it's nice to see Amanda Lamb on the telly again, and star psychic Sally recognised her straight away.
Hello, my lovely
Hello, Amanda.
It is so lovely to meet you.
You look like you look on the telly.
That's right. She looks just like Amanda Lamb off the telly.
That's Sally Morgan's Star Psychic, the TV show, but there's also a movie out.
Pinpointing the right message to the right person still proves to be difficult.
Is there someone around you that is very allergic to, like, a bee sting?
No.
Does that make sense to you? Not really.
Yeah, it's a good film, that. I mean, often Sally won't get a word. No, she'll see an action.
But it's not long before Sally settles down and her hit rate begins to improve.
Now, I see things and they're quite literal. It's like I'm looking at somebody with a stick and doing that.
What possible action could that mean? A painter painting the inside of a ball? Someone snuffing out a candle that's over a metre away? I don't know.
My dad sells fishing tackle.
Oh, so it's like...
Oh, it's a fishing rod! Of course, I thought it was a candle snuffer. The candle's a metre away. What other actions come to her from the other side? Well, look what she got through when she looked at Elvis's jumper.
This is very quick, but I think I know who it is.
Okay.
I just saw it then.
Mm-hmm.
A Hawaiian film.
A film? That was a fishing rod a minute ago. Which brings us to our TV highlight of the week. TV highlight of the week.
Let's do that.
That reminds me, it's probably time for my coffee break. Oh, look at that. A lovely frothy coffee. Mmm. Mm.
What are you doing? Where's my girlfriend?
I need to get this done. What's the rush? What do you mind?
Actually, that was quite nice. Well, every now and then, a new star is born on soap. And this week it was the new arrival, Emin, who works in the cafe. What charisma! What a virtuoso! What a way with words!
How about you, Emin? Bet you're a good boy. Bet you're a good boy for your mum. Respectful. I bet if I was your mum, you'd love me whatever. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, Emin! Oh, you want to see more of Emin? Well, he's here with us now with the Ronan Keating classic, When You Say Nothing at All. Ladies and gentlemen, Emin! Say nothing at all. Nothing at all. Well, that's all we've got time for. See you next week.
Who's your favourite singer, Emin? Eminem?
Next tonight, when a young girl vanishes to the desert, will Cutler and the team make it in time to save her before deadly scorpions rise up from the sand? That's Primeval here on ITV1. Well, over on ITV2, Colleen McLaughlin's pounding the streets of Birmingham in search of her real women.